My name is Ifeami Andrew. Now we'll look at headlines beginning with the Punch newspaper. A few headlines here. Rescued Chibok girl, 3 children released to Borno government. Nigeria on track to attain food security. Tinubu, 2.7 billion naira fraud. Court imposes travel ban on Sirika daughter. Senate okays death penalty for drug traffickers. Some of the headlines there on the newspaper. By the way, get in touch with us using any of the social media platforms on Facebook. Info 92.3 PH. Just log on there and search, like the page, and join the live stream. Drop your comments, watch and listen to us at the same time. On X, it is Nigeria Info PH. On YouTube, Nigeria Info PH, and on Instagram, Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. So you can interact with us on any of those social media platforms. The WhatsApp number is 0809 030 6416. 0809 030 6416 is the WhatsApp number. So you can also send in your messages. Coastal Highway probe reps to summon Edu Umahi AGF. That is still on the Punch newspaper. And this one says government under pressure to stop cybersecurity levy. Some of the headlines you would find on the Punch newspaper this morning. Before we get into the phone lines quickly, let's see what Vanguard has for us. And this one says here on the Vanguard, 24 hours after Army's exit, 1 person machete, 3 injured as intruders loot Okuama Ewu. 24 hours after Army's exit, 1 person machete, 3 injured as intruders loot Okuama. IMF cautions federal government against CBN Act amendment. You also find cash transfer scheme rate household savings but had little other impact. World Bank. Mieti Allah flays alleged killing of members in Southeast. A few of the headlines on the Vanguard this morning, and I'm pretty sure you also followed some of the headlines on the news. We'll quickly get onto the phone lines now and get your responses. Please remember, keep it very short, precise, straight to the point, and be very civil. That's the most important. Be very civil. 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, 0817-923-0007. Any of these numbers you call and you can get across the ones here in the studio. While we wait on the calls, let's get onto Facebook and take some of your messages. Don't forget to also use the X handle Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. Very important. Nigeria Info PH on X. So we'll be expecting your messages there as well. But quickly now, we start with Facebook. Blessed Ola says the governor visited State Assembly quarters for rehabilitation. This is a good one, and I'm appealing to our governor to carry out the rehabilitation without delay. Ida says it's a welcome development that the governor visits the assembly quarters. The place is due for renovations. Okudili says the governor visiting the assembly quarters, that's a good one if it will bring peace in River State. One year will be Omano says the governor is just using a bit of shake and everyone is crying when he gets to see. now you're just being sarcastic. Clever Sonny says thanks to our own governor for planning to renovate the old assembly quarter. Obioma Nobu says the governor is using I think Chukudi Igboanugo says in as much as I don't support any killing, but where is Mieti Allah when headsmen were killing Nigerians on daily basis? Stanley Toby, the governor is in the assembly quarters. That's a move in the right direction. Marco Poene Bethel says this is just day one and tears already flowing. The so-called assembly members will know that nobody is a monopoly of madness. Where is the madness coming from? America Monday says, I want to use this medium to urge the elders and traditional rulers in the state to call the people behind political crisis by developing the state to order and save the state from anarchy. Thank God ability says if the assembly quarters is due for renovation for the safety of the assembly members, nothing spoil. Jeff Fetibeko says the governor should use executive power to vacate 26 assembly members from the assembly quarters and the governor should stop paying them salaries. If they felt injured, they should approach the court for redress. Iceberg says the assessment of the assembly quarters by the governor is a good one. Let the renovation start with immediate effect, he says. See another one here from Marvelous. Marvelous says the governor needs to make the assembly more comfortable Daniel Uku says, kudos to the governor, expecting more from him. Fidelis says, the plan to renovate assembly quarters by the governor is a good development. Patrick Amadi says, good morning. Governor attempts to demolish. Did the government say it was going to demolish? I think the assembly members are the ones who first made. I think when you listen to Martin Samewule speak, faction speaker, that's what it is now, gave the idea that this is the information they got and this is what they got wind of. But then the governor, when he was asked, he said, it's part of revisit government property. Can I not visit government property? If there's something to be done, well, he would. I can't recall. I could be wrong, but I don't think I heard the governor, when I listened to him, say that he's going to demolish the assembly. But the Martin Amewule-led faction are accusing him of wanting to do that. So it's two different things. Let's put it in proper perspective. Another message on WhatsApp, on Facebook, I beg your pardon, here says, I remain Assembly Speaker. Martin should return. I don't know, Casey. Okay, I think it's better you just say you don't recognize him as a speaker. Ogo just says the governor should send 2 commissioner nominees to Jumbo for screening and confirmation to fill the existing vacancies. I'm informed NSS on assembly quarter visit. I'll advise Martin Amewule his words, temperament and assessment to accord respect to the office of the governor. The governor needs no permission to visit any part of the state and any quarters. I don't think this legislative rascality would have been condoned under the past administration. We'll go to the phone lines now. 0817 923 0002, 0817 923 0003, 0817 923 0007 are the numbers to call. On WhatsApp, of course, 0809 030 6416 is the WhatsApp number, 0809 030 6416. Again, just to remind you, on Facebook, Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. So you can send in your messages. They should start returning home. Thank God that that one came in from you. All right, so tell us your name and where you're calling from, and let's get on with it. Remember, try to go straight to the point and be very civil with your contribution. Good morning.
Good morning, Ifeanyi.
You're welcome.
Otto Gosam Lugard calling from Onega.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, the Senate passes a bill of death sentence on drug traffickers. For me, it's a good one because they have been able to spoil the life of the youth. But that thing notwithstanding, replicate the same thing by inserting a bill that was also meant for the corrupt politicians to be sentenced to death as well, so that it will be a deterrent to other politicians who tend to steal or loot the country dry. But just making it for the drug traffickers, I think, is being biased. They should also pass a bill against themselves, being the politicians. And secondly, the visit of the governor to the Rivers State House of Assembly quarter. For me, I don't think there's any need for us to overheat the state. Because one, we are thinking of how to develop. Other states are running the governance of the state now and not politicking. We should jettison anything politicking and look for a way to develop Rivers State. Thank you, and do have a smart day.
Thank you very much. On WhatsApp, this message here says, good morning. What did 27 members of the House of Assembly... I didn't get that. JJ is on the line from Rumigbo. JJ, good morning.
Yeah, Andrew, good morning.
Welcome.
Yes, according to Matthias Amewule, the governor wants to demolish the assembly residence. Andrew, you see, our people say something. There is only those that walk at midnight that know the order of the spirit. The governor have not pronounced that he wants to demolish anywhere. He just paid an innocent visit, and yours truly was also there. So what is the big deal? The governor said, let me check, and he's the governor of the state, have the right to visit. I don't know. You say that maybe you feel form and all those. I don't understand it. Who built that place? Who gave them the place? And the owner of the property said, look, let me see what's happening here. And people are making so much noise. What are the noise for? So for me, I think that does not call for any change. But those who work in the midnight will always know the order of the spirit. So the governor has the mandate of the people, and I don't see anything wrong there. Then PDP or people, thank you.
All right. Emeka from Wochi, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, go on, Emeka.
You see what the governor is doing. Am I to call him the demolition governor? You are here in the state. He demolished state House of Assembly. What billions of naira? Go there now. Nothing is happening. In the name of you want to rebuild the place. Go there. As I'm talking to you now, nothing is happening. The governor should take a look from Niger State, see what is happening in Niger State. What is the governor doing? My governor is spending money unnecessarily. This is the time of governance. He should stop this political history. He cannot help us anywhere. You visited the state assembly because people advise you to go there. He say you have. Why can't you visit other places, roads, uncompleted projects? Start working. Go to Port Harcourt in the night. Most of places there's no street lights. They are not working. This is what the governor is supposed to do. See what he wants to do in celebrating how many days in 1 year in office. Just look at mini project. Is that what's supposed to expect for him? During weekend time, go and check record. Weekend commission over 50-something projects. See what the governor is doing now, flagging off. Was it the 10 or 6 project you want to commission? This is what the president governor is doing. Spending the class people when unnecessarily. See, whatever he's doing, Martin Amewule is the authentic speaker, and we are behind him.
All right. Let's go on to Temple now. Temple is on the line from Echie. Good morning, Temple.
Good morning, the very distinguished Femi. I'm very doing much.
Fine, thank you. Go ahead.
Yes, wishing you a very pleasant weekend in that regard. Yes, Mieti Allah, France are alleged killing of members in Southeast. That is why I always tell them. They say he that lives in a glass house shouldn't throw stones. Should not even throw stones at all. Sometimes when people come out that their members are trampling upon their source of livelihood, not just destroying their farmlands and crops, but they are killing farmers in their farmland. As in Umeche here, we have somebody who was brutally murdered in his own farmland. You get to this leadership of Mieti Allah, they would deny that those persons are not their men. They don't know them. Oh, they are from unknown place. They are from Niger. They are not part of them. But how come? But maybe allegedly, when these people are being killed, they claim ownership of those people. What is the rationale behind it? Is it that they know very well of what these persons are doing within the confines of our community, to the extent they pay their fare on the level of discussion to our source of livelihood? Please, I want to appeal to Mieti Allah to own up and talk to these guys to stop, encroaching on people's farmland. And at the same time, looking at what Martin Amewule is saying this morning, my governor, His Excellency Sasiminala Ekubara, does not deserve or does not, in fact, talking about the permission, he don't need the permission from him at all to visit any government-owned property. Martin Amewule does not represent the interest of Rivers people. In the eyes of the law, that same law.
All right, Temple, your point has been made. Thank you very much. Blessed from Alu. Let's hear you now. Thank you, Temple. Blessed, good morning.
Good morning, Andrews.
You're welcome.
I want to react on this senators. Senate approved the set sentence for the drug trafficker. If it is true, it's long overdue. Let me tell you one thing. In the country here, we have legalized illegality, which is uncalled for. I don't know the district of NDLE. Go to every corner, go to some park. Now they are selling all these illicit drugs. Sit down, it's not done. Very talented boys have been entered the street to become mad people on the street, which is uncalled for. Secondly, our governor, your governor, and my governor go to state assembly quarters for the renovation. This is welcome development. Last time I went to that area, there's a lot of snake and some certain scorpion patronize that particular area. It's not conducive for animal kingdom, talk less of human being. So I need to state government to continue the rehabilitation, even though it to demolish it to bring it to the normal position. That's a good one. Finally, pertaining the repeal of constitution, I don't understand what is going on in the country. We have constitution that stated that if you are doing this thing, it's not done. Deal with the person. We have police on the road collecting money. We have people that do money laundering. Why they cannot change the constitution to change it to set sentence? I'm appealing to whoever may concern.
All right, blessed. Thank you very much. Your point has been made. Yeah, and then a quick correction. The governor never had said he wants to demolish any property. You only paid a visit. The allegations are only coming from the Martin Amaewhule-led faction of the assembly. That's the allegation that they are making. But the government has not said it wants to demolish. So let's get these two things clear and separate. Gift from Yenegua, good morning.
Andrew, my brother, good morning.
Yep, go ahead.
Can you complete what the governor talked about? It was not just a visit. The governor talked about renovation. Nobody requested for anything renovation of that place. That place was commissioned by the chief of staff right now when he was the speaker. Nobody invited, and let me tell anybody who cares to listen, whether you like this or you hate this, you like Wike or you hate Wike, I will put it to anybody. Ask me that question anytime, I will tell you. The governor don't have the power to visit that place at any time he wishes. No. You must take permission from the owners of that place. That place does not belong to the governor. That place belongs to the House of Assembly quarters. That is where they stay, is their own quarters. You cannot come to my house anytime you feel like in the name of government of River State. All this peddling of rumors, trying to convince and deceive people. And it's not a factional speaker. Do you know why? They are talking about in the eyes of the law. Who should not know is more than a law court that has given judgment. Why the media not talking about a judgment that has restrained the governor? Even Amaewhule talked about it yesterday. Then the person that has the power to conduct anything election for any speaker, which is Amadi, the clerk of the house, that is the only person that has the sole power to tell you that you are the speaker, has come out to, that is, put it on.
All right, Gift, your point has been made. Let's move on now to another caller. Jonathan is in Burokri. Jonathan, good morning. All right, we lost the call from Jonathan. Uche from Eche, good morning to you.
Yeah, Andrew, good morning.
You're welcome. Go ahead.
When you look at the sudden visit of the governor to the assembly quarters and the speaker of the House of Assembly, duly elected Right Honorable Martin Amaewhule, accused the governor of a plot to demolishing the assembly quarters. And Governor Singh said his unexpected visit to the quarters was to assess the condition of the residents, then the residential quarters for possible to make it life level. Andrew, have you been there before? As far as I am concerned, and I have been there, there is nothing to rehabilitate for now. Nothing at all. That was a project. That was one of the projects commissioned under the leadership of Eze Wike. Not even up to a year now. You are going there to see if something is to rehabilitate. Huh? Nothing to rehabilitate. The assembly quarters you are constructed. It is just lying idle. Nothing has happened over there. And I want to say it largely that the Martin Amaewhule said usually the governor used to write to them. Did the governor still write to them? The answer is no, and some people are supporting it. The governor has seized the allocation of the council chairman. Chijoki Umo have not called the president come to their head. The governor is doing all this thing and nobody is saying anything. When these people reciprocate now, you say, president come to our head. I believe Governor Sim is going beyond. And there is need for him to retract his threat. Good morning.
All right, good morning. On WhatsApp, a few messages. This one says, Anunobi Onyekachi Casey, Senate approves death penalty for drug traffickers. When are they going to do same for corrupt government officials? Aminu Sule Alpha says here, what are they saying, Seth? Do they mean that the governor should sit down and watch them impeach him? Let's wait for more problems, Sha. I don't know. Okay, we took that one before. Mike says it's unfortunate that the River State is going through this. Other governors are developing their states. Kelvin Frank says the governor never said to demolish the assembly quarters. Rather, sees the deplorable state of the assembly quarters and felt pity for the members living there and wants to do renovation work. I think it's the right step in the right direction. Another message here says Michael Oyibogaye. I can see that the battle has just begun. If it's necessary to renovate the quarters, no qualms. After all, it's not the family of 27 environmental lawmakers, and I may just be the next person to use that place. But they can hold their sessions. In the same vein, I want the governor to pay an unscheduled visit to CSS roommaking in school to see the state of the structures there, including the road leading to the school. Thanks. Patrick Amadi says, my governor, the assembly quarters, it's in good condition. Only checking it. There is nothing to work on there. Go to the Afarachi Road and do some work. Patrick Amadi, that's from you. So you people, how is PDP National has spoken. The Martin Ameolis led a faction of the State House of Assembly members are not legitimate members, and it's a welcome development. This one says, visiting the River State Assembly quarters by the governor is a welcome development. Godswill Amadi from Ozuzu Echie. And this person, Tamunoi Tekena, says, assuming the governor indeed wants to demolish the assembly quarters, claiming structural defects, I would ask those agree with today, when the Labour House was closed due to structural defects, did they protest as well? Okay, now that you brought this up, I think we remember that the Labour House was built in less than a year, and then they said they needed to do structural work, and it was shut down. Perhaps we'll find out from the Labour leaders if that work was done. Text from Oigbo is sending this message. Said those that would support any action on the assembly quarters, if tomorrow federal government says they have discovered crude oil deposits in the Forces Avenue area of GRA, meaning government house would be demolished, I hope you could back the federal government on that. So that's also another text. That's also another point to take out of this. This one says, Governor of East Assembly Quarters is a welcome development, Sacramento. We'll take a commercial now. Thank you. Good morning.